Hi and welcome to today's video. Today I'm excited to bring you one of my favorite pieces, actually, Bach Gounod's Ave Maria. So in order to get started, first you have to get through the intro, which is beautiful, but I want you to not just stand there and think, okay, what am I doing now? But actually use this as a preparation in your body physically to get into the posture, and second of all, mental preparation, which is actually important in singing because you want to have the tension, you want to focus, and then you have 4 measures time before your entrance. And then the first Ave Maria is critical. You want to make sure you have a nice posture, are lifted in the chest, and then the first attack is not glottal, but it's like, oh, and you want to start piano. You don't want to go, oh, not with an attack. It's not a glottal, but it's also not, oh. You want to make sure it's on point. And relax your jaw. You want to think Ave Maria. Okay? You want to really decouple your jaw from the rest of your support, which is down here. You want the tension down here, but you don't want the tension here or here or here. Okay, so let's get started. Nice open Ave, nice openness. Make sure your pharynx is nice and open and you have good ping and that there's a crescendo. Don't be static on those long notes. You want to go somewhere. Okay, let's get started. To here. So you want to make sure you have those nice long lines and you do have time to breathe. There's like always stay in the piano. Maria. Always come back to the piano immediately. And I think it really helps here on that next onset to really nicely that is nicely composed, because it really helps me as a singer to get onto the open A. And you want to make sure you connect. You want to think the top note a little bit more energetic than the lower one. So it's like Grazia plena. That's kind of how it weaves. Grazia plena. See how I'm not going Grazia. I'm not jumping. I'm really very legato, moving from one to the next. Grazia plena. It's really hard for a high soprano like me. It is kind of low, so that is not the place in my voice, or might be in yours, where it's easiest to get the most ping in the tone and to have the nicest resonance and brightness. So you want to Grazia. So on the E, you can kind of get some ping. E, 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 E. You don't want to be too narrow. You don't want to get dark. Grazia plena. Do. Nice and open. Your lips really help. It's not do. Make it big. Do. Not big in your jaw. You don't want to go do. See how I'm not really moving my jaw that much, but instead I'm really using all the soft parts, like my lips, the soft palate, the pharynx, okay? And then it goes. So I'm really using my lips more than I'm using my jaw. I don't want to go. So whenever I'm having a not open vowel there, I don't want to use my jaw to close too much. As little as possible, as little as necessary. So it's just my tongue. Tongue. And I'm staying at the e, a, u. So it's very little jaw movement. It's not a lot. It is a little, but not a lot. Okay, so with piano. And again here it is very low. It is really down to the D, which is low in a soprano's voice. For me, in order to be heard over the piano, I do have to mix in a little bit of chestiness. I get too breathy if I get all the way tilted head voice down there. It's kind of digging a little bit more, so not a lot of digging into where it gets dark, but I do want to definitely have a little bit of volume there. Okay, let's continue. In mulieribus. In mulieribus et benedictus. Okay, so let's talk about that. That is really hard. I didn't really do a good job just now, but it's like in you don't want to stay static again. Listen to what's happening in the music. In mulieribus. So wherever it moves to, it's like move and hold it. Now I want you to go up. Open. Ribus. It's not mulieribus. Nice and legato, you want to connect. Okay, go on, et benedictus, and then we're going to continue and I'm going to explain afterwards, okay? It's really hard to sing little chunks of this. It's so much easier just to sing through it because you get the feeling it. Okay, et benedictus. Et benedictus. Crescendo here, then comes the climax, but let's talk about that. The fructus ventris tui, and I don't know, me personally, I like to have a little lift before the Jesus. That's just a personal taste. You don't have to do that. You can do it like that. It's just my personal thing. But what is important is that you build, right? It's like fructus ventris tui, Jesus. See how I'm always dum, 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 dum. Now is the highest, Jesus. Then I'm arriving again. So I want you just to get those musical principles here because they really help your voice and the tension. Your vibrato always expresses where you're going, and that's why your pianist also knows where you're at. A good pianist will listen to your vibrato, the speed of it, and he will know if you want to move forward or if you're just stopping a little bit and dwelling on something, right?
Yes.
So, and a good singer also listens to the pianist at the same time and kind of gets where he's moving forward and where he's giving you a little bit of space. So it's always like a meshing together and listening to each other is really important. So let's do the ending here where it gets really a little bit more dramatic and it builds up the Sancta Maria. And I want you to really think Sancta, and there's actually a rest, okay? So you want to lift Sancta Maria. It's more accented here and it is a little bit more, it's not aggressive, but it's a little bit more energetic. It's almost like you're getting excited here about, what you're singing. It's like Sancta Maria, like Saint Mary, Holy Mary, that you're getting excited here. So let's start on the Sancta. Sancta Maria. But now, I really want you to use the words to help you with your voice. So it's like Sancta Maria. I think putting the nasal sound and actually dwelling on it for just a second here really helps it. And it also makes it easier for your audience to understand. Sancta Maria. Maria. You want to really just make sure it's not Sancta Maria, Sancta Maria. You also want to make that pickup note a little sharper than the ones before. It's like Maria. Don't make it too washed out, right? So Maria, Maria, Maria. So practice that. It's like Maria, Maria, Maria. And make sure with your lips and then Maria. Not a lot of jaw. It's a little bit of jaw, but most of the action takes place in there. That's where the space is needed. Very important. Maria. And place it nice and bright. Maria. You don't want to get narrow. Maria. You also don't want to get too dark. You want it to have a nice, bright, pingy sound, okay? Okay, let's go on with the ora pro nobis. Ora pro nobis. Nobis peccatoribus. Nunc et in hora in this ending here. It's you want the nunc et in hora, and I've learned that you don't pronounce the ha. It's not in hora, it's in hora. Nunc et in hora. So depending on where it lies in your voice, you don't want to push it. You don't want to shrill. You don't want to get shrill. You want to have it nice and round and warm. And the way to do that really, again, is relaxing your jaw, opening the pharynx, the throat, relaxing here and your shoulders, but making a nice round space. Try to, if you can see your uvula if you're in front of a mirror, and everything that's behind the uvula, if that's a wide open space, that is good. You don't actually want to push it too hard because it's automatically louder just because of the high frequency there. And then in order to get a good breath in there, don't make it too long. Don't hold on to that last pitch there. You want to lift and then hugest breath ever, because that next phrase is really long. In hora mortis nostrae. And again, tre, a little bit chesty. Tre. See how not every note is the same. Lift. And that last note is one of the hardest parts in creation and all of classical music for me, because it's low, it's long, it's soft, but you still want resonance, and it's crazy. It's just not, it's like whoever thought of composing this, like, thank you very much for all singers in this world. It's like, it's right in the cracks. It's not, I can't really sing it chesty in my voice and too heady, I don't know. So it would be easier if I just held on to more of a chest mechanism, but then it doesn't sound right. And when I get into all the way tilted head mechanism, I don't know how to place it. It's really hard. So I'm opting for maybe let's try it once with the chesty and one with a more heady. Always thinking classical. So let's do the Amen. The first Amen. The second one is easier because it's a C. I'm doing it in F, so easier. So let's try the head voice approach and see how that works. Right there, it kicks my butt every time, honestly. And I've sung this for many years. It just kicks my butt every time. So the problem is that it is right in the passaggio, both of them actually. It's right in that area where you go from a very open front of your throat to a little bit more coming together, and that's hard. It's like you can't do the the really openness anymore. The openness takes place a little further back at that point as you're moving up. You try it out, like at this point you have to close the front of your throat just a little bit more. It's just a little lift there. It's kind of the middle of your throat. It's like right where your uvula is. There's a difference in shape. You have to change the shape here, and that's why it's hard to do an ah. If it was an e, it would be so much easier, or an oo. So easy, but the open ah is really hard because you have to do that shift. So try out what works best for you, but always keep in mind it needs to have a nice bright resonant sound. Thank you so much for watching. This could have been forever long because I don't even have the feeling that I went into depth. I just skimmed the surface. But if you would like to, you can check out the video that we made recording this as a whole, because it's a lot easier to sing this just singing through it and keeping the feeling of it. Check my Facebook group at Master Your Voice on Facebook. I will link it below, and until next time, don't forget, always keep a song in your heart and always keep on singing. Bye!
Bye!